Let me try and share my screen for you to see what I'm talking about. So I believe you cannot see my screen. This is my screen now. So when someone just comes to your profile, they will be able to see. Let me just minimize this. They will be able to see the people that I've worked with. They see your profile, and they will see the testimonial. They will see the review, how much money you have earned. But when it comes to direct contracts, you cannot get review. The only thing you can get is testimonial, a request for testimonial. Just get the person's name, the person LinkedIn profile link, and email address. I think that's basically what you need. But the moment you get testimonial, it should show on your account. Yeah, this is a testimonial that I got. Though the person was not able to give me free review directly, but I requested for testimonial. So if you want to request for testimonial, just click on, can you see the details? You can click on here or request a new testimonial. The person's first name, last name, business email, LinkedIn profile link, profile link in LinkedIn, and just a message back so that buyer will know you, or you can just leave this message there like that. Validate a request, then about to drop a review. They will check for the authentication of the feedback. If it is good, it will show up on your profile. And if you want to request for direct contract, you just click on this icon, direct contract. Click on that. What's wrong with my network again? But to click your direct contract, create contract. The person's email address, the person's the contract name, you got okay, maybe landing page design. You type it, the description. If it is hourly, hourly price, or if it is fixed price. I love everything, anything that is fixed. That's a problem. But hourly too is good. Fixed price, and the moment you click next, they will notify the person through email. Then anybody that accept to make payment, the money will land on your Upwork account, and I think Upwork charges like 1%. Because on this $50, I think they removed only $1.30. I was able to get $48, and immediately it shows up on my account, and I was able to withdraw. That's the first thing we're talking about. And another thing is regarding review. Some people are asking me the question about review. If you work with a buyer, before the review can show up on your account, and you're not going to feedback rate. First is that they will first ask the buyer to drop a review. After the buyer about to drop review, you'll be able to drop your own review. But if it's only one person that dropped review, it will show up on your account after 14 days. It will show up on your account automatically after 14 days. Though this one is more better than Fiverr, because if the review the person actually left is not okay with you, you can request for modification of review. They actually modify review, though I've not done it before. And the next thing that I would love to address is regarding rising talent. There are different ways to earn rising talent. Number one is your activeness on your Upwork account. How do you become active? Create your profile, upload your portfolios. And when it comes to portfolio, it's not something that is like Tony, just a screenshot of the work you have done. Upload it. Sometimes you will see the option that you can even put the link of the work you have done there. Put it. That's just about what's it called? Portfolio. You can add one, you can add two, you can add three, you can add four, as many as possible that just boost the appearance of your profile. That's that about add a portfolio. And once you add portfolio and you are sending offer from time to time, you are sending proposal from time to time, you might be lucky that they give you rising talent. If they see that your activities is well good enough, or as you are sending proposals or you create projects, it's one by message. Once they notice that you are getting messages as fast as possible, they can give you rising talent. If they don't give you due to that, you might have to wait until you complete up to like 4 projects and earn a minimum of $100. They will give you rising talent. If you can earn a minimum of $100 and complete minimum of 4 projects, you get rising talent. And another thing is account verification. Normally, they don't bring account verification until you get projects. That's Upwork. The moment you start getting projects, they bring what's it called? Account verification for you. You can do the verification with your NIN. I've mentioned it before. You can do it with your NIN. Though people are finding shortcuts to do it, but just do it with your NIN. The process is very easy. And once they approve it, it will show that your account is verified. That's about account verification. After you verify, it is possible that once you change the location of your account, someone was asking me that question as well. The only advantage of you changing your location from Nigeria is that you don't even if you are changing location, you don't need VPN. Just change wherever you put Osun State or you put Lagos State. Just change it to wherever locations you want to have it. You don't need VPN. And like I mentioned, the advantage that I see is that some buyers, buyer from specific locations, they be like, okay, this work is for, let's start for a project now. They be like, this work is for US only US guys can apply. If you apply and you are not from that locations, it will always show that you don't meet the criteria of the buyer. I just have to go over all these things again for people that still need clarity. Let's check for one project. Let's check. Some we only put they will always put the condition of people they want to work with. Okay, this person does not put the condition. Some we put the condition that okay, people that want to apply on this jobs must be rising talent, at least minimum of being a rising talent. Like rising talent is the lowest rank. Bashininu, seller, and we have rising talent. Then we start having job success score. After you have job success score, you get top rated. Just make $1,000 become top rated. After top rated, become top rated plus. I'm just looking to show you that there are some projects that they will put what they need. They might tell you, okay, we need people from USA to work on this. So if you apply as in Nigeria, you might not get the work. I can't find a project that puts location up. But if I'm able to see, talk about that. So that's that. Another thing is getting connect. I have some people asking me about getting connect. If you want to get connect, you just click on buying connect. Yeah, click on connect history. Click on connect history and you click on buy connect. Just use your, like I used to say, you can use your MasterCard. And if your own is not working, you can use someone else's MasterCard. I've tested it. They didn't accept my own, and I used someone else's MasterCard, and they'll approve it. And I think when I got it, I got $40, 40 connect for $6, and that's around 3,000 naira in Nigerian currency. It's not much. 40 connect to. And if you have money on your Upwork, instead of you just instead of you connecting your card, just click on buy connect and they will deduct the money from your Upwork balance. Another thing is that if you have money on your Upwork, this is not like Fiverr. You get about to click button pay. You will go and withdraw. No, you can always reserve money for connect. And it's like, okay, if you have $100, be like, okay, I want to withdraw it. Cash for $20 so that account. It is possible. And you can be like, okay, I don't want to withdraw now until my money is $100 before I withdraw it. Until my money is $1,000 before I withdraw it. That okay. Automatically going withdraw. Once you have a balance, you can always do all of those things. I think we are clear on the issue of connect. Now, let's move to gig searches. How do you search for gigs? One of the ways that I personally search for projects that I want to create on Upwork is what people are always requesting for. That's it. Just go to your search. If you click on search, it is possible that you search for talent. Those are profile in Magbewa. And if you search for projects, it will bring out gigs. And if you search for jobs, requests, it will bring out requests. Now, was telling someone that okay, you want to search for, the person wants to create an account, and I first look at the numbers of profile that I did. I will check if I have hope to actually personalized profile. If you need to create, let's search for WordPress designer. My network. I am only coming to check that if at all they search, is it possible that a meeting will share day? So the group profile is okay. Like, look at this, if you are searching, if your account rank to this level, there's no way you'll not be making $10,000 in a month. There's no way you'll be making it. Because these are people will be searching, and once they search you and they see you, they will just be sending you requests or just buying your gig directly. This person is a top rated plus. Top rated means this person has been become 1,000 plus. Only it's need job success score, and majority of them are top rated. This person has even 200K plus. Though some can hide the amount of money they have earned, some can hide it, and some can leave it that they want people to be seeing it. This person see the amount of money they have earned. So it is hard for someone that is just call me, keep profile, who can show buying. It is that. So I don't always encourage stuff like this that just go directly for the personalized profile, thinking you get the project immediately. It doesn't work that way. This is not like Fiverr that you can just create an account and find yourself on the first page. It be that first page thing. Let's search for Clavio expert and check. It is well. This person has been made over $600,000. I don't see the caliber of people that are here. Swala. It is well. Let's search for projects. If we are searching for projects, Clavio expert as a project. Can you see now? This has just 164. If you use the tag, I will be your Clavio expert or advanced Clavio work. Just include this Clavio expert in your tags. That's 164. There's high chances that by the time they are scrolling it will show up. So if you want to create this kind of Clavio expert, you might create it as project. There are just 164 that are there. But this is what I basically do. I will go to my find work. It's not a job that just do under 5 minutes and be expecting that you get a very profitable gig for you to create. No. Click on most recent. Then I start looking for what people are posting the most. Once I see that it appears like 2 or 3 times down here to post, I'm going to create it straight up. Look at this now. Convert DB WP site to Elementor. So 2 things come here, DV and Elementor. So I can decide to be like, let me check out, create gigs on DV or create gigs on Elementor. But I know Elementor is popular. Quite a number of people will be there. But let's see, redesign for your Wix website. These are not gigs, Wix redesign. I will do, you get Wix redesigning or Wix redesign. Anyone. Can you see again, WordPress Elementor is showing up again. I'm looking to have a website design to compute. Design and add a graphics to web page. WordPress with booking or payment functionality. So I can create a gig here. You get a booking website. Okay, someone is asking a question here. How many projects can you create on your account? I don't know, but I heard you can create up to 20. I heard you can create up to 20, but personally, I've not even got it to create up to like that. But I heard you can create up to 20. So search for, based on what you know, search for it. Now, look at this one now. Design my product page fly. This page fly has been trending, and I actually plan to create it today. This page fly has been trending. Let me search for it. Shopify page fly. Let me just search for page fly first. Let me see the mass of people that are here. 160. They are not much. Though to me, they are still much out. But is this something someone can create? At least I can see if I create my profile very well, there's tendency. And the another thing that I want to give in an hit is that immediately about to create a project, I want keywords, tags, add the main keyword. Hello, so you see tags in your profile. Your profile, you can add tags to it. And your project, which is your gig, you can as well add tags to it. So you can imagine really, the moment you want to create a gig, make keyword for example, now let's assume that I create this page fly gig. The moment you want to create it, now I'm just going to add this page fly to my main profile tags, so that automatically search for page fly. No, my profile will be showing up, and when they are searching for my project as well, I can easily show up. Let's search for Shopify page fly. Shopify page. Yo. 113. Can you see it's the same number with ordinary page fly? So this is something someone can create. And when you are creating, you can combine 2 or 3 together. All those apps that are related, gem pages, Zipify. You see now, 83 people. Egbanyi, Arini page fly. Otu show up. Shogun, you see how this person combine everything together. What am I rank? Because you want to search my rank in Zipify. Let's search for Zipify. $65. And you see, though I don't guarantee that immediately you create it, it's a label. But one thing is that think back to the when you request from 1, 2, 3, or to show in request. That means people will as well search for the gig before they search for gig. Oh, what am I saying? Before they create a request, they would have searched for gig. That's how people work. Let's continue with the searches. Maybe you are going to get another gig that can be easily create. Membership area for click funnel. So I can create a membership funnel for click funnel. It's really helpful. Usually I check with intervals. Can you see now? First sales page. All these WordPress website designer, people will always be more there, so I don't always disturb myself. Elementor landing page is showing up again. Convert on bounce page to Elementor. Elementor landing page. Let me search for it. Okay, let's search for it. Apologies. Elementor landing page. Hey, these guys are more too. 2,000 plus. I don't advise that to create this type of thing because this is different from Fiverr that about to create my land in the first page. These people rank based on profile of my rank or the content of what you have for you. So it's not as if that immediately about to create it, come and jump the first page. That one doesn't work that way. Let's search for bounce landing page. 102. This place still makes sense. I want you want to see for 2,000 plus. So course 6 page. I saw something like this as well yesterday. Let me search for it. You can always test different gigs. I'm willing to make back contacting 166. Okay, so what you know. Just try out different things. You might not know which one is actually going to work out when it comes to projects, not profile gigs. You know, you can always create different gigs. I shall create it. I'm willing to make back contacting. Doctor website design. So basically what I use project for is test running. Test running. I'm able to make back contact, you see, free funnel is showing up again. And another thing is that what actually brings this project, this request that is showing up is your profile. What do you have on your profile? That's simply, that's actually what determines the type of request you will see. So, like I mentioned, we have what we call generalized profile, and you have what we call personalized profile. Just ensure that everything matches whatever you want to do. I want to show you something. Okay, this is my generalized profile. Now, this is what I mean by tags for your profile. It matters a lot. Everything that has to do with what I'm offering in my project, and immediately like create a git on it, I'll come and include it here. Now to create a project, the main keyword, I will bring it down here. And you will notice that the moment you start applying to some jobs, Upwork will always bring some tags for you. Include this in your skill, include it in your skills. What they mean is that come and include it in your general profile skill so that people will see it. For general profile, create a, what's it called? Create portfolio. Add portfolio, I'm still coming to add more portfolios to my general profile. And for the personalized profile, I actually had to change this because I realized, okay, this thing people are always requesting for my ability. I had to come down and change it. You see now, I only have one portfolio there, so I need to add more portfolios. The moment you start adding all of these things, your profile will be ranking and be having your profile start from Amagwera. So these are basically what I do, and these are my skills. This is what I include in my personalized profile. I can go ahead and include more. Another thing that I mentioned in the last training is that for people that are offering anything related to email marketing, you have high chances because people are not send requests when it comes to email automations. Basically, I do automation, email marketing, they are not always much. So just look for that platform that people are talking about and see if you have a chance there. Include every necessary, what's it called? Skills. You can include every necessary tags, every necessary keywords that are related to what you are doing. Include it. No, I should share with what happened is that Mr. Wewet added me to part of his team. He created an agency. You can create an agency account and add some people to it. So when I want to bid on projects, I can decide to bid as a personal account. Personal account is the or I can bid as a team. In those sharing, we see some work. They will always tell you that they need agency to work on them. That's the advantage of having an agency like that. You add people along with yourself. You always put it, we are looking for an agency to work on our work. So all those ones, so if you apply with your personal account, they will not mess it because they actually need agency. Agency not request a fee. Okay, so let's proceed to the next thing I want to. Okay, I already talked about searches, add right tags to your profile. I've mentioned that. Now, Personalized profile. When it comes to personalized profile, I do advise what you actually know how to do best. Use it to create your personalized profile. So but the person send the offer. You might look personalized profile láti send there. You might meet nǹkan tẹ́ yẹn sọ. Immediately then bá ti check tó bá fẹ́ check offer, ó máa rí pé 100% matches, meaning that your profile matches with what the person posted. Iṣẹ́ tó ló fẹ́ ṣe, your profile matches. That's it. And this is how I go about my own if I want to search for what's it called, descriptions for my profile. For example, let's say I want to offer landing page now. I'll search for landing page job description. Now, when you are searching, you can you see that I open a new tab now or use another browser? You might get the same thing that she Upwork in, because Upwork 8 is when you copy people's profile. Or you don't even search for one might be Upwork link, not just so don't open Upwork link. This is Upwork link now. Don't bother to open it. So I will search for Top Tier 2 is a freelancing platform. Yeah, based on description. So let me use this now. This is my search for job description. What I'm coming here to do is that I want to one need. That's the main thing I will focus on. I will include on my own profile. These persons are looking for designers. Let me click on it and check. They will always put the requirements, the responsibility. Okay, look at this now. Put job descriptions. As a designer and trainer, influx across medium with your multiple. Profile. I will return it. I will use it to compose my own profile. To create, I will now tell you that I'm a landing page expert with multidisciplinary know-how to create visual solutions and bring life to my client's story. I will utilize my composition skills, superwoman eye for details, and understanding of typography to evolve and put your landing page design visually, conceptually, and strategically. This is the concept behind it. What job description the set of people they are looking for. Now I want to provide them, okay, this the job descriptions you talk about, this is what I can do. And I will not include it. These are my responsibilities, meaning that this is what I will do for you in return. Bullet point on and like I will creatively include it in my own profile. We can see. Let me share my screen again. Let me stop. Where am I? Okay. I apologize for that. Let me share my screen again. I hope you can see my screen now, sir. Okay, now this is what I'm saying. If I want to create, let's say, personalized profile or my own profile, if I want to create my own profile, this is how I go about it. Let's assume that I want to offer landing page design. I will type landing page job description. If it is website, I will search for website job description. If it is Kajabi, I will search for Kajabi job description. If it is Klaviyo, I will search for Klaviyo job description. This is now what I said. Immediately you type that on Google, it will start bringing out some website for you. Normal Google search. And this is what I now say. If the in search, they will bring options for Upwork for you. Let me check. I saw the option for Upwork. This is the option for Upwork because Upwork is one of the most ranking platforms. Don't click on it. Go and search for that freelancing platform. And go to Upwork, let's fellow, so it will not be good. The battle will copy and paste in content to tell it. Then I have to create a story profile to you. So I've opened like 1 or 2 tabs now. Out of this tab, I want to post the important need. For example, this person posted that he's looking for a designer, and it includes a landing page work. In the Lele, mo fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tó relate mọ́ landing page. Here's now what I said. Nǹkan tó tún wá kọ sínú description ọgbọ́n nídìí yẹn, nǹkan yẹn lèmi á fọ akọ profile ti tèmi. You see, just fine tune the Oyinbo to what you need. They will always highlight your responsibility. When you are writing your profile too, put it there, my responsibility. Develop creative concept in line with your business creative belief. Work with your designer team, partner with your marketing manager, deliver on-to-day work, while proactive seeking opportunities to grow your brand, balancing your multiple design brands, etc. That's basically what people you always look for on your profile as well. Let's check this as well. They are looking for designer, and it includes landing page work. Cherry, what you call description. As a designer and trainer, this is what I was reading earlier. You flex across mediums with your multidisciplinary know-how to create visual solutions and bring life to our client story. Now, if I want to turn it to my own profile, it's easy. Just fine-tune it. As a landing page design expert, I work across multiple mediums with multidisciplinary know-how to create visual solutions and bring life to my client story. I will utilize my composition skills, superwoman eyes for details. You see, when you put all these grammars into your profile, consideration rank automatically or no rank. Your profile will rank and people will know you have content to deliver. Now, and don't job description is they always put one thing that I love, and that's the responsibility. Meaning that the responsibility of the landing page designer that he wants to hire. If none of them are also profile me, my responsibility. Meaning that what will I do? I will provide creative visuals product that inspires and inform, collaborate, and to go. Here's what I can do. Or why should you choose me? It's like the requirement, who you are. I am an innovative thinker. I have a keen eye for aesthetic and details. Aesthetic means something to be fine, to be beautiful. I'm self-directed but embraces collaboration, and I'm an effective communicator. That's what I will include in my profile. And when people always see it and be like, wow. So you can start with that alone, you can easily create a profile that makes sense. Kristopta is a freelancing platform as well. So you might check it out, you might not check it out. But basically, that's what I want you to see. Just go on all these platforms, search for job descriptions. They will always give you the details of what they need. Now, with this one too, you can use it to create your own profile. With job descriptions, what they are basically looking for in their landing page design expert. You can use this to create your own personal profile. Okay, I'm someone that believes in working on and pushing the boundaries of analytic thinking. I treat others with kindness and take the time to recognize the job well done and know that the responsibilities want to cost it. I can design landing page and develop it in website builders like WordPress, Webflow, Unbounce lead pages. 1.2, review current client landing pages and prepare brief. Number 2, focus on areas to increase conversion rates. Number 3, client communication. Those are the main things buyers are looking for. That's what we include in your profile. So that's what I said. I use this method to search for content to put on my profile. You can implement that, but don't copy and paste. Restructure. Imagine if plagiarism, they always suspend the account. That's that about how to go about writing an effective profile description. I hope we can get what I'm trying to relate to us. I can show you, let me show you how I wrote mine, because that's part of what matters. If your profile is going to rank. Let me show you my profile. I wrote it. Yeah, this is how I said, okay, you can easily highlight part of the things we do. Only our platform, that's where I went to search. This for my generalist profile for things that we do. You get a class, when it comes to Upwork, they love it when you are using your. If it is a personal profile, they will not approve whatever you are trying to post. So they prefer that you are using you get, they love it. You get a classic and modern website design that looks great on all devices with prioritized user types and zoning mapping. You get smart and focused automated mail setup. You get flawless landing page tags and nice profile. Let's check for marketing automation, and you see the way I wrote it as well. You see. For your platform to job description, that's where I got every details of what I include and what I do. So you can use it to write your profile descriptions, and it will really make sense. I have experience in designing and implementing comprehensive marketing strategies, blah, blah, blah. So that's how to go about that. So let's move to the next thing that I plan to talk about. And next thing is about job success score. Basically, Upwork, they will give you job success score after you start delivering projects. That's when you earn job success score. For example, this is the job success score. So after you start delivering projects, that's when you earn job success score. And if you want to know how well you are performing, you can always click on my start. If you'll be qualified for it, as well for the next rank you are going to. So can you say I've not even earned money? You got have mercy on me. Top rated. Okay, I'm on my way to top rated, and they always count the numbers of week for the top rated as well. So out of 16 weeks that I need to qualify, I spent 11 weeks out of it. So if I make $1,000 now, I'll be qualified for what's it called? Top rated. And this is what I always try my best to maintain: job success score. So once you deliver a project or you have cancellation, you are not able to complete the project, or the project stop halfway, or something shall happen, this job success score will drop. What is the disadvantage? Majority of buyers that we post on Upwork, either comes of they need some don't usually put it out, but majority always put that they need a minimum of rising talent or someone with a job success score nothing less than 90%. 90% normal basic. So that's why I always try my best to maintain the job success score of 100%. So I always sit with that deliver 100%. Now, another question people used to ask me is that if you get a project and you are not able to meet up with the deadline, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Late or can Upwork. The only thing they care about is that they will send you a message that a chat or buyer, okay, I cannot deliver this project by this time due to so. Then you have to buy you agree, nothing will happen. You move on. Once you and your buyer shall agree, you cannot cancel the order. So late, it's not as if it's going to affect this. It can't affect your job success score. It cannot affect anything. I'm going to buy 500 by I can't it's my rate. Late, but that one is not like that. But that doesn't mean that you should be delivering your project late. Some buyers don't have cheese. They don't have patience. They can decide to cancel the order. So they can always cancel. So this is where you check, like I was saying before, this is where you check your activities. Now, about this invitation, before you can start getting invitations, your profile must be ranking. And when you have to profile, so to the government by invitation. So invitation doesn't come easily like that. Your profile must be well organized. And when you have a standard profile, you always get an invitation. And you get an invitation doesn't mean immediately you get project. No. What is simply in fact is that you don't need connect to apply for invite. And another thing is that the send invitation, so that accept you can communicate. It will always show the interview, meaning that you are part of the people who is easily interviewed. Or better, you are to send the request Latin. That's just the advantage. And it is possible. Push a profile in it. Let me send the invite to see. it is possible that posting the invite to everybody to see a lot of people. The same way we post requests that a lot of people will send proposal is the same way they will send invite as well. So about to send the invite, they will ask you that you should apply. But you have advantage in that only she pay and you can send the invite to see, and once you're able to grab that opportunity, you are good to go. And some people will send invite, there'll be nowhere to be found. You see my profile now in the last few days, what it dropped. Team, you were interviewed, team, this time you are hired, team. So right, it's lazy go. So this is where you see people that are actually doing your profile. At least one person doing my profile, thank God. And that one person was able to even send me an invite. Let me show you how the invite looks like. So they always send you invite, ensure you respond as fast as possible. Fast. Okay. I think I'm able to sort out the issue of job success score. Once you deliver some quite an amount of projects and give you job success score, I know that. For example, let me click on this. This person sent me an invite. So this is how it will look like. Hello, I would like to invite you to take a look at the job I posted, blah, blah, blah. So this is how the job will look like. Yeah. So this is the job details. This is the job details of what the person is actually requesting for. But mean that this person is already interviewing 6 people. Interview means I want to team chat already. Maybe people that already sent offer and is chatting with them already. This interview and 6. So and you can stress into that because you're already chatting with 6 people. But the work is still open. That configuration and that yes, this is where you know if the person has actually hired someone or not. You see that this person posted one job and the job is still open. So let's close it. Now, if another thing I want to show you is that if you are working with buyer, you share that late, the kind of message you should be expecting from the work with this person is already late. So this is the message Upwork will send to you. You haven't decided on a new delivery date, you and these also can message one another. It's late, but the buyer is not ready to provide content as soon as possible. But nothing will happen to your account. So that's that about that. So last, another thing I want to talk about before we leave is proposal. Now, when you want to get work on Upwork, it's not as easy as Fiverr. Fiverr Lily. We know the in and out of how we can easily go about Fiverr and get order straight up. But Upwork, we do work, and the work we are going to do from start. It is easier in the long run, but for the very beginning, it is very difficult. Truth be told, it's not an easy stuff. You can send offer, and you're not converting. That's why I mentioned right from scratch that create your profile based on what you can do, so that Elimama send the proposal based on your profile. For example, like this, if I want to send offer, I always look for landing page work. It's a landing page, because I know I have a profile that is based on landing page, and I have samples that I can easily show. And keywords to include story landing page. I have it. So the moment you see my proposal, it will always match with whatever you are posting. That's just the basic thing I want you to know when it comes to offer. Go and create a personalized profile. And when you are responding, you should match the profile. Just go for it. With that, it will help you to get order as fast as possible. Look at this person. It's funny and advertising experts needed. Okay, we are looking for marketing and ClickFunnels. I have a ClickFunnels tag I don't have a click funnel profile, but I can still send. So, but the chances of me getting this work is limited. I want everybody to match a profile with the that's what I always look for. And focus on this. They will always post from time to time. And when you want to send offer as well, like I mentioned the last training, always check the in and out before you just send proposal so that you not be wasted. Now, look at this person qualification. This is the first place I always come to. Job success score, at least 90%. Meaning that if you don't have a job success score and you apply for this type of project, you can't get message. You can't get message because they will put your offer ìsàlẹ̀ ló máa gbé sí àwọn tó bá ti kọ́kọ́ match ní Upwork máa gbé sókè. The same way, now let me show you something. The same way you see best matches here, bó ṣe gbé best matches wá. Tẹ́ bá ti send the offer náà, bó ṣe máa gbé fún buyer náà nìyẹn, buyer náà máa rí best matches, òun náà máa rí best matches. Meaning that people that their profile matches with his or her request, and whatever they send matches with what the buyer is looking for. I don't know my best matches, and they will show the main proposal as well. That's what the buyer is going to see as well. So a man try to check Google requirement data. So once I don't meet the requirement, I don't bother myself sending that type of offer. Go here. This person, English, I still meet all of this requirement. The location is Europe, United States. That's the importance of location, meaning that my account is not in this location. If I should send it, location, even Upwork will give me warning that I don't match 100% criteria. So why stressing myself? Another thing I used to check is proposal. How many people have sent? This proposal is still viable, meaning that it's something someone can send if you meet the condition for this location. Less than 5 people sent. This person could message anybody. Invite. Could send the invite to anybody. I told you earlier that once people are seeing your profile, they can always send invite. This is how it works. When buyer wants to post a request, Upwork, profile to match criteria and you want to send invite to this, you want to send invite. So to click no, that's when you can post requests. But it is not possible that I send the invite directly because they post the request. So to post send the invite, post a request. That's when you see this number of invites that he has sent. But the person did not send the invite, he has not responded to any invite, he's not interviewing anybody. Meaning this type of project is you are going to go. And another thing is that he has worked with one person before. But there's some $420 any wow, super. Well, that's brilliant. And he joined 2019. This person has one, which is the and the connect is not even much, just to connect. Let's look for what he's looking for. We are looking for a marketing and for an expert to help the market. Now, let's assume that I want to send this type of request. I meet the necessary criteria. Like I mentioned in the last training as well. You must understand what the buyer is looking for. We are looking for a marketing and click funnel expert to help us map out the 6 funnel that we are looking to build. First thing first, we need a marketing and click funnel to first map out. We are clear on what we would like to achieve and the product or service that we are looking to promote. But we need someone to mark out the funnel pages and then advise on which platforms to advertise on and the approach we should take. We look forward to hearing from you. So they need someone to give them idea of marketing. They need someone to help them mark out the funnel. Tell them every necessary steps they need to do. What you need to do is when you are sending this type of proposal is first acknowledge that you understand what they are looking for. How? I understand that you are looking for a marketing and click funnel expert to map out your 6 funnel or your product or service. This is what I'm trying to type. Let me try and type so that you see what I'm trying to say. There are different approaches to your introduction. Most one known in last one that every proposal is split into 3 formats. Now, I told you as well that I didn't meet the criteria. Upwork will warn me that you do not meet the client's qualifications for this project. They used to want to, yeah, okay, I'm applying as a freelancer. I told you the other time I swear that I'm seeing an agency under Mr. Wewe. So should in case the person is requesting for an agency to work with, I can send as an agency. And thank God Mr. Wewe actually has 70 connect. I'm going to connect my calculate. So let me apply as a freelancer. I can decide to apply with my general profile, and I can decide to apply as my personalized profile. One thing you need to consider is that this work doesn't meet up with my general profile. You know what the general profile means? I'm a website designer, landing page, email automation, and motion. So I can decide to send that, and I can decide to send this proposal with my personalized. Now, if I'm to send with my personalized, I only have two personalized profile as a website designer, as a web designer, and as a marketing automation. So that's what my profile focused on. That's what my connect actually focused on. So let me send as a general profile. Yeah, Baba any pre-connect, only 70 connect, no one there. So let me proceed. So I'll be now. Another thing is that if you want to send offer, I want to request to come out to pay on my phone any option to send as fixed price or as hourly. Only by hourly I want need. So I will go. I understand that you are in need of, need, or you are looking for job. I understand that you are looking for a marketing and ClickFunnels expert to help map out a sales funnel for your product or service. So that's the first statement that we're talking about. So I put here, can you still see this? Let me just show you this. Let me share this screen. Now, I hope you can see this. I'm talking about the introduction of a proposal. Now, these are different approaches you can use. Exciting to hear about your upcoming launch. Maybe someone wants to. Now, for this type of request, I'm looking for, so this is the approach I will, right? I see, okay, or I understand that you are looking for a developer position. So I too have written it that I understand you are looking for a marketing, so. I see you are looking for an editor to tighten up. So these are just simple statements you can always put when it comes to sending your proposal. Or you can be like, okay, your job details got my attention. I have extensive experience in social. So let me go back to what I'm doing. Let me share the screen I'm still sharing. So I've shown you different statements you can always put. Then I have extensive experience in marketing, funnel, and building using ClickFunnels. So I've talked about that. The next thing you need to go to is your body, the body. So the body is just to emphasize what basically you can do. I mentioned it the last one as well, that you can decide to highlight what the buyer will get or what you can do. You can easily tell the buyer, okay, what does the buyer says is looking for? They need someone, where's the request again? They need someone to map out the funnel, and they need someone to give them tips on how they can promote the best platforms to use or to advertise on, or the best approach to go about it. Now, I can tell them, here's what my expertise focused on. That's what my expertise focused on. Or here's what you will get: funnel mapping out using mockups, funnel integrations with email automation platforms like Active Campaign, Weber, etc. What else can I provide for them? Domain setup, your funnel, Facebook marketing strategies, etc. So that's basically what I'm offering them. Okay, I will just proceed and tell them, okay, the funnel marketing strategies follows that you set up a funnel for your product or service, which can be an e-commerce funnel, lead magnet, lead generation funnel, membership funnel, etc. Depending on what now. Next thing to support that you know what you are doing is that you need to provide samples. These guys love samples a lot. Another thing they love is the love that puts what's it called? Certification. Some people will always request for it, but since I don't have certification, one thing I always leverage on is my samples. Here, some links to recent funnels projects that I worked on, both e-commerce and lead generation. It is lead generations. So I will put one or few links of some samples of funnels that I've worked on. Let me just get my samples here. I think, okay, these are three funnel samples. These are three funnel samples. So I prefer that you add like 2 or 3. Let me just get an e-commerce sample. Me, I don't used to rush, though I type very fast, but at the same time, I prefer that the quality of what I'm sending can actually get me the work than the time I'm spending in typing. I think I have e-commerce, which I have some samples I can easily include. So that's the advantage I always tell people about that. If I want to send offer, I will look for something that I can provide samples. These are samples of funnels that I've worked on. Okay, I think I've worked on this and that sample for e-commerce. This and that sample for e-commerce. So let me. So next thing is you rounding up. You rounding up whatever you are saying. And the best way to round up is, I mentioned it as well, there are 2 ways to round up. It's either you invite your buyers for a call. They prefer calling. Or you ask questions from there. Now, if I want to invite this person to talk now, okay, are you available for a 5 to 15 minutes On Upwork, when you make calls with your buyer for consultations, they usually ask you to charge them, but find something to entice them. So it is preferred that you tell them that, okay, let's let the call be free. Are you available for a 5 to 15 minutes call to discuss the funnel idea, your product or service, and most importantly, the marketing strategies for your funnel and the best approach. Best regards. And best approach. So that's that. Now, not every time you have link to your sample, but here's what I'm advising my guys. It is possible that the buyer might not, what's it called? Might not upgrade his account or anything. Take the screenshot of the work, upload on Google Drive. Just copy the link of the work and put it there. I still have some links on some of the landing pages that I worked on my Google Drive that I can easily show to buyers. And that are very, just copy the link and you are good to go. Let me submit this. So another way to round up your proposal before I forget is that you can ask a question. For this type of request, I can ask the buyer a question like, what type of product do you want us to work on? What product are you working on? Have you implemented any initial strategy before? Just ask them one of questions that can prepare them to continue the conversation with you. That's that. Another thing is, if you want your account to be very active on Upwork, at least ensure that you send 2 offers per day. Ensure the account will be inactive and they can even put it out of work. So every day, even if I don't have time, I will ensure that I send 1 or 2 just to ensure that I'm still active, that I'm active. So for people that might be asking me, how do you go about what's it called? Let me just check my Google Drive to show you how to copy the link. Some people will still ask me how do you copy link and all that. Let me just show you. So for people that don't know, I hope you can still see my screen. Let me share my screen. So I hope you can see my screen now. Just click on this your menu. Search for drive. And then see your drive. You can upload. You can create a folder on your drive. You can create a folder on your drive. Name it maybe landing page sample and start uploading whatever you want to upload. Screenshot. Take a full page screen capture of what you are doing of your work. Let me show you another account where you can see sample of some of my work. Create a folder. In that folder, I have different, can you see now? I have different folders for my samples. This landing page sample, this image template, this some works that I've done for buyers, even email copy. I have samples. I have samples of some of this work that I can easily show. Let's click on this. So you can copy the link of the whole folder and choose to your buyer. Or okay, for example, this is a funnel that I built for CBD. I see some of the landing pages that I've worked on. Some people will remember that I posted this landing page. So this is the landing page. you can decide to share it. So it might be the only one you want to share. You can just put the link to your, just get the link, just click on copy link. It's a copy link here and put it on, anyone can view it. That's all. Landing page, unique on see, just samples to some of the work I have done. Take a full page screen capture of this. Someone be asking me for a landing page for a course or for a master class for 9 course. Just give them that screenshot. For a restaurant, for different things. I have it for credit repair, for just I have different things. For example, I built this with Cliffoney. Any other to expire could renew. And this still looks beautiful for health supplement or whatever. I can easily copy the link. Please, no one should come to my inbox to be asking for example. I don't really release some of the samples. Go to get response, go and design samples, or go and even screenshot their template. If you know you cannot design, go and screenshot their template. Point screenshot with full page screen captures. You get some of these things. If it's the complete folder you want to share, get the link of this folder. So when you share it, they'll be able to view this complete folder. That's simply how to go about that. So because some people always complain, I don't have samples. You just have to dedicate time. I know basically what I offer. See, message, though it's not frequent because I've not been frequent, is landing page. So if it's landing page, then I'll be able to sit down and design something that I need. Even email template that I've designed. I still have some of the samples here. I have different Google Drive accounts that I have different samples. Put it on your stuff and copy link. You are good to go. So that's that about having your sample. And for people that be asking, how do you create a folder? Just click on new. So you can create on adding a folder, or you can upload a folder from your computer directly, from your laptop directly, or you can create it folder, name it. Okay, maybe Upwork sample or my portfolio. Click on create. So this is the folder. Click on it now. So this folder, there's nothing there. So if you want to upload now, you click on add, then you click on file, upload. A screenshot of the works you have done. I'll just take a page screen capture. In case the buyer in the long run does his stuff is not active again. Okay, this is a screenshot of the website that I recently designed. So that's how to just upload it. That's how you upload it. Just showing people that will still be asking questions about how to go about this. So it has showed up. I can easily share the link. So in case the link is not even active again, can you see the line? This. So I can use this as a website sample, and at the same time, I can use this as a landing page sample. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing for the buyer. So you can always show them, upload on Google Drive. They will always see. That's that about creating the account. The Google Drive. Once you create your Gmail, automatically Google Drive to one bed. Create the folder and you upload. I don't know if anybody has questions or ask questions or have plenty of questions to ask. So anybody that has questions before we go? Okay, I haven't been able to. Now, for these questions that we have not been able to verify, I don't know what the issue might be, but one thing is that details and is verified. You must match the details of what is on your verifications card or whatever. So by prepare 9 level, we will match the profile account. So if you plan to use someone else details, card, identity card or NIN or driver license or whatever, all your profile name, your name, the address, go and change it to what is on that card. Ensure that it matches, including your address. Ensure to match. To match, you can proceed. And one thing is that when you are verified, it is possible that one man is a video call or a face recording. So be sure that your dad can easily do that if the time comes for you to do it. So you can actually do that, but if you want to do it, ensure that the details to Lori cut the fellow, it matches with what you have on your account as well. I did the work for a buyer and after they have sent refund to. I completed the work and buyer Java when I do it's money gone. Yeah, it might be actually. I mentioned earlier that Upwork they don't allow chargeback like that. But recently, I realized that some banks they are doing. Bank will loan in the US to an issue. It's the person's bank that have issue. Upwork will tell you that they don't charge back, so there's nothing Upwork can do about it. You have to discuss with the buyer. If the buyer will send you the money again or find a means to get your money, is the buyer's bank that did the chargeback. Where buyer in Lula's bank will charge back or Lula Shelo recorded, but Upwork doesn't allow that. But you know, anything can happen. It might be the person's bank. After the buyer charge back, something like financial transaction for your market have been limited. What's wrong? How can I fix it? For anything that is wrong, you can easily chat up the customer support. They will always attend to you. Their customer support still have patience and they will always respond compared to Fiverr. And only my dying loan, they will tell you what is wrong. And, though I don't have those challenges, I mean the challenge here. So it is most if you want to work with the buyer, you can I will go and look for the payment. Is the payment verified? Has the person successfully completed work? So the importance is that I've already last share. For example, I saw someone posted a work. The person even sent invite to me. The person is in Nigeria. I have $5 website design. I was like, this person is coming to scam. Payment is not verified, nothing. So I don't take all those kind of projects. If I want to take your project, my check, share any show to Rachel Upwork. So to new review, what are the complaints people made about them? I always read it before I just get projects. Now, if you create a project on Upwork and you don't approve, go and check your email. Go and check your email. They will always put what is wrong there. Anything to buy wrong Upwork myself, you go and check the image you are using for your Upwork account. They will always put it there, maybe your image size, maybe the category. They will always put it there. If it is not approved, they will always put it there. That's that with Upwork. Please, who again ask questions before we call it a day? Question. I think in the absence of no questions, we can call it a day. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ma, for the opportunity, for the patience. Thank you, Charles. I think we are good to go.